Welcome in, everybody, to Williams-Brice Stadium for the 120th edition of South Carolina and Clemson. We're on top of Williams-Brice Stadium. As you can see, the team's warming up below. We're just under 2 hours to go as we tape this, as we get you geared up for this game with our weekly 2-minute drill, where we remind you what the keys of the game are for South Carolina, as well as giving you any injury updates, if there are some. As far as the injury front goes for South Carolina, nothing crazy or nothing that should surprise you. Juice Wells did not walk in with the team. He will not play tonight. The wide receiver hasn't played since getting hurt during the Georgia game earlier in the year. As far as running back Takarion Joyner goes, he did walk in with the team. He does still have that walking boot on, but according to the team sources, I've been told that DK will suit up tonight. Now the question is, will he be used a little bit? Will he be used at all? That's still to be seen here as DK tries to suit up for his final game at Williams-Brice Stadium. All right, let's get into the keys of the game. It starts for South Carolina, in my opinion. It starts with being able to slow down this Tigers front seven. When you look at what South Carolina has played this season, when you talk about the Texas A&Ms of the world, when you talk about the Tennessees of the world, those two front sevens, in my opinion, are the two best they've played all season. I would argue that Clemson is right in that mix. You need to do whatever you can to slow them down to allow your star quarterback, Spencer Rattler, to be able to make some plays happen. And how do you do that? Well, you get the run game going. But as we know over the last 3 weeks, South Carolina, when they've wanted to run the football consistently, they really haven't been able to do that. Some stats will mislead you a little bit when you look at that Jacksonville State game, when you look at that Vandy game, both those games that featured a long run. There was a 40-plus run, there was a 70-plus run. For the most part, though, when USC's wanted to run the football in that time span, they really haven't been able to do that. So if the run game isn't able to get going tonight, short passes, swings, screens, slants, do what you need to do to slow down that front to get the passing game going. Number 2 takeaways we've talked about over the last couple weeks. USC, since they've been home, last 3 games, they have been forcing turnovers galore. 9, actually, in their last 3 games. You need to do that tonight. We've shared this stat before. We'll share it again. South Carolina, in the last 2 years, at home, in this very stadium, when they have at least 1 takeaway, they're 10-0. When they don't, they're 0-3. Need to get at least 2, in my opinion, tonight. Number 3, special teams has to be special. No dumb penalties. Block kicks if you have an opportunity to do that. If you have a chance to down a ball inside the 10-yard line, do that tonight. You need to be clean. Be sure to tune into the GC Live post-game show immediately after the game, where we'll recap this game as South Carolina looks to win their 2nd straight in this rivalry. Enjoy the game, everybody. We'll see you then.